Hello everybody, and we're back for yet another round of DTM action, this time at Spa-Francorchamps circuit in Belgium. I am your main commentator, Jamie Griffiths, and joining me today, ironically, the same co-commentator from when I did qualifying for the top class here, Rahul Patel. Say hello, Rahul.
Yep, hello everyone.
Yeah, we are going into this round with 2 rounds left into the season. This is not my round of course. With a championship fight in our hands, Daniel Fraser, after a commanding performance at Hockenheim, is leading the championship by 5 points over Victory Bobo in second. And of course, pole equals 1 point in DTM. So a point could go a long way for one of the championship contenders here in this qualifying session. So without further ado, let's get underway and check the weather. And as you can see, it's completely dry.
Yep, indeed.
Getting no repeats of real life here at the Belgian Grand Prix.
Yep.
Yeah, we were to the track. So Rahul, what's your favorite to get pole here today? What's your prediction?
Not sure. I mean, anything can happen. Anyone can get it. It's DTM.
Yeah, DTM is renowned for how close it is between first and last position. It usually is covered by less than a second. The track is loaded
anyone can get it. Like, it can even be less than half a second between first and last.
Yeah, and as we load into the track, and that's an abnormally large safety car, I must admit. And as we are
Pumped at the biggest safety car in the world.
Yeah, the Giga safety car, I guess you could say.
PSG SC, my bad. I completely got that wrong. As Will Parrish is out on track first.
Yep, the American will be the first of the 22 drivers to tackle the famous Spa-Francorchamps circuit this season in DTM as he goes up through Eau Rouge and up into Radion, nice and flat coming out of the pit despite the cold tyres. And yeah, maybe Will Parrish could be an upset and claim pole. Don't know if he has claim pole this season. I will check here on the standings, looking up and down, and he did claim pole actually Istanbul. He went on to finish second in that race. It's been a subpar season for Will Parrish. Hopefully he can get a result late on and push himself up the standings here at Spa this weekend. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, he hasn't actually been a consistent performer. He last 2 races he has DNF'd, so it's not great for him, but he can turn it around with 2 rounds to go.
Yeah, he has showed flashes of pace. Like I said earlier, he got pole at Istanbul, so he's definitely capable of a good lap. And of course, the lap time here at Spa is long anyway in a single seat. Imagine what it's like in a DTM car. I know these cars are actually not that much slower than Formula 1 on the GP2 cars on this game. But of course, with them being, of course, cars with roofs going over their heads, they tend to be quite a lot heavier than the single seaters, and that of course will affect how the car handles as he comes up to start the lap. And Will Parrish now going into La Source. Was never used to be the first corner on this track, but it is nowadays. Nice and easy through there and onto the throttle now, down through the old pit straight, and now the run up to Eau Rouge and Radion with the cockpit cam comes at you fast, and it is quite frightening. But the driver's probably won't feel a thing as he comes down the Campbell Straight. Let's see what his first sector time is going to be here. It is a 29.8 for Will Parrish as he enters La Source. Out of La Source and now goes into Malmedy. A great complex of corners now down into the Bruxelles hairpin. Will Parrish is taking the inside line there. Because that's going to affect his exit speeds on the exit, and now down into the Jackie X corner. It used to be called the no-name corner, but recently was renamed. Now they'll run down to one of the more intimidating corners on the track in P1. Slight lift of the throttle there, uses a bit of curve on the exit of the first corner and the second corner there, as now he comes down into the Lafania. Complex of chicanes at the end of the second sector where Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell came to blows in 2020 as he now comes through Campus. The run down into Stavolo, the second sector is a 118.1. Of course, he's quickest in both sectors at the moment. Of course, he's the only driver to set times in the second sector. And the run up to Blanchimont, yet another infamous corner. Doesn't sound like he lifted, uses a bit of curve on the exit, now to the bus stop chicane. Down into first gear, right then left, and then out of the bus stop chicane and on back to the front straight. Let's see what the time is going to be for Will Parrish. It is a 1:48.6, so that's the benchmark for the drivers, as Roberto Gamba will actually slot in behind that by 0.4 of a second. Here's Baranek in third, slots in behind of Gamba and Wolf as Wolf goes second. Now we're watching Julius Anderson, winner of the round at the Nürburgring, and he is going to set
fifth.
a 49.4, so he's actually the slowest in the session so far. Hong Min Nguyen is up into third as Peterson comes to the line in the middle there on my screen. I'm presuming that's me. As we watch Michael Mocho, the pole sitter at Hockenheim goes 8th. Fahim goes 4th. David Greenwood into 10th. RG Prajan slots into 10th now as well as Ionescu goes 5th. A great effort there from Robert Ionescu. Bartosz Klos goes 8th. Will Neller into 11th. Daniel Fraser, championship leader, 16th. He may have actually been held up there by Volker. Volker goes 14th, and Quarg is now the slowest on the track. Fahd Hussein goes 17th, fastest. Glazebrook 16th, Max Nordberg 15th, and Tomaselli is up into 7th. So Parrish, the first to set a time.
It may have been the other way around. Fraser holding up Volker, and Fraser actually don't have a great lap done in 21st at the moment.
Yeah, there was the possibility maybe that they came side by side with each other, maybe down the Campbell Straight going into Les Combes.
Volker didn't lose much time, so it was only a half second off the pace, so I don't think it was side by side. It's just basically held up, just staying behind him.
Yeah. So we was talking about how Will Parrish has kind of a good one-lap speed from time to time, and he's showing that right now. He's into P1 as he lines up next to Dev Norman in Lars safety car.
Yeah. At the moment, with Sahin in 4th, Ibobo is 10th. At the moment, Sahin could be a real contender to challenge Fraser if it goes to the final round.
Maybe
but
it isn't over.
We haven't even had the race yet, so we don't know what can happen.
Plus, we don't even know who's even going to be on pole yet. Of course, the pole lap at Hoffenheim was literally, I think, the last lap of the session with Michael Mocho playing the pole. So, of course, time is subject to change. And of course, Spa with DTM can usually be quite chaotic.
Last minute poles can actually happen. So, yeah, we've seen it with Mocho, as you said. It could happen in Belgium.
Yep, and of course, with Belgium, you don't want to start in first. It's a big cliche of the OC that you don't want to start first at Belgium. I don't know if that's any different for DTM, but it's definitely a disadvantage to actually start though.
Don't talk about last season, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I didn't. I don't remember too much about that race because in our DNF from
last season we literally used a different track.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the old chicane. And it still didn't work. Yeah, and it still didn't work. We hope it goes well in the real race.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the opposite.
Yeah, and of
Irish
course
again,
the
out track first.
yeah, he's definitely a big fan of clean air on his hot laps. Doesn't like
Yeah.
anybody in front of him, just rub everyone behind him. And of course, you're less likely to get held up by traffic at Spa with cars coming out of the pits because, of course, the long lap time, the long time to make it round to your flying lap. So
People say Belgium is a track where you need slipstream. Technically, you don't because of the middle sector. I mean, first and final sector you would need it, but in the middle sector you don't.
yeah, Parrish is showing that at the minute. He's almost 2 tenths ahead of Johan Peterson, who's in the second there. And that's quite a big gap, actually, for DTM standards. So
Yeah.
goes to show, it proves your point there, Raul, that the second sector is the sector where time is gained the most. And
Indeed.
Parrish makes his way up to Blanchimont right now and takes the left-hander flat out. Of course, he won't be pushing on this lap, and into the bus stop chicane. The flames coming out of the exhaust. Quite the aesthetically pleasing. I'm gonna stop speaking. Yeah, Raul, can you take us through the lap, please?
Yep, as Paris starts his lap going for La Source, he goes. He could get
Well, it looks like
held
he's gonna
up.
get
Yeah,
traffic.
there is Alessandro Tomaselli in front of him. Will he use the slipstream? I'm pretty sure he can. Could be good, but we'll see. If he gets ahead of him, then it's something. But let's see what he does. Goes for the coming straight.
Looks like he's gonna be side by side with him.
Yeah, be side by
The
side with
slipstream
him.
is
He's
powerful.
quickest by around nearly 2
Yeah.
tenths in the first sector. You could just see the slipstream difference between in the
Yeah,
first
and
sector for Parrish. But let's see how much time he loses in the middle sector.
I don't think he might have. I don't think he would have actually lost a lot of time there on the, well, at Lake Holm on the first part of it. He looked like it was pretty clean and quick through there. Maybe Tomaselli lifted to give him the space, maybe.
Yeah, it seemed like that.
So as he comes out of the run, Rahul, can you take us through the rest of the lap?
Yep. So we're going for the left hangers section. Now we're going for campus. And now into Stevela. Let's see what he does in the middle sector. He is actually down in the middle sector, but only by 28,000. So he actually did lose time in the middle sector, around over 2 tenths in the middle sector on that lap. So let's see what he does in the final sector. We're just getting on the way to the bus stop chicane. There's the left, on the right, and then on the left. And now he goes to the start finish rate. And let's see if he can improve or not. He doesn't. He misses out by 74 thousandths. He wasn't able to improve. Yeah. Also,
So
forgot
put him
to
last at the
mention
minute.
that one. Gleisberg has a penalty. At the moment, he's 18th. But as it stands, he will start last. As
Yeah,
no one's
no
improving at the
move.
moment.
Move Fraser at one spot.
Yeah. Branek, he goes 6th. Roberto Gamba goes 9th. Robert Ionescu, he wasn't able to improve, stays 5th. Victory Bobo, he doesn't improve. From Miniguin, he's not able to improve. Now Michael Macho, who has the same lap time as Ajay Prazan, he's in 13th at the moment, stays 13th. Daniel Fraser, he's on an improvement. He goes 20th at the moment. He did improve. He's less than a second off Parrish. But it's not a great lap for
Yeah, I don't think.
Fraser. As now
I don't think
Neller.
Fraser actually improved his position though.
Yeah, he stayed. As Greenwood, he goes 4th. Big improvement from him.
Yeah, decent effort from Greenwood, and Mocho and Prajan have set the exact same time. There's a usual occurrence again in DTM with the identical times.
Yes.
That will probably change as Prajan's actually come up to a line now behind Bartosz Klos.
And he goes
And he
8th.
will improve to 8th.
And he set the exact same time as
Set the,
Braddock.
Yeah. He can't escape.
Yeah, Farkas in 5th, Volker 14th. Gleisberg goes 10th.
Puts in P20 for tomorrow. Tomaselli would have had the slipstream off Parrish on the Campbell Straight, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything right now to improve his lap time, and he will stay down in
lost too
P12.
much time. Yeah, and at the moment, still Parrish on pole, and Fraser, the championship leader, is down in last.
Yeah, so it's definitely a big opportunity for someone like Shaheen or Ibobo to maybe gain some points and Fraser in the race, but Ibobo's only P16. Shaheen's the only one out of the three that's actually in the points positions for tomorrow at the minute in P6. So it might be an easy break for Daniel Fraser, but of course there's a long way to go.
Maybe Adam Wolf could be in contention if he has a good race, but we'll see what happens.
He's definitely the long shot.
Yeah. You can't rely on anyone who's outside of 11 points from Fraser. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Will Parrish is actually set to go back out again, though. Not even everybody's come back into the pits yet, so that's very early for Will Parrish to maybe go back out and try and improve his pole lap.
Yeah. If Blaisberg and Temp, he'll no longer be lost.
Yeah, he'll be 20th.
Yes.
Actually, that would actually move the Bobo up to 15th.
Yeah. And Roberto Gamba in 12th.
Yeah, and of course he's also an outsider for the championship as well, I believe. And Glazebrook makes his way back into the pits, and as I said, Parrish is actually out on the track. He just got out there right now, and he's on his way down to Eau Rouge.
Looks like he is really getting out on track very early indeed. Don't think it's costing him because he's still on pole position.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're going to see much of an improvement. Of course, you saw he went down in the second and last sector on his last lap. Of course, was only up to the slipstream. Maybe without the slipstream, you'll lose a couple attempts on the straight in the first sector as well. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't expect anything from Will Parrish on this run.
Yeah, indeed.
As he makes his way through P1.
Yep.
Not much to commentate over on an outlap.
Yeah, indeed. It is an outlet, so you would expect that.
Yeah, and the long outlap here around Spa, it can be quite boring watching the car go around making its way to the lap, but of course the excitement comes on the lap, and maybe we could see some change in positions at the end of the laps themselves. So I'll commentate over this lap, and then if there is a final run, then Raul, you can commentate over Parrish's run. Presumably he's going to go out first in the next run, for the last run.
Yeah, you could get some traffic on the way.
Yeah, there's still a couple of guys in the pits as Parrish is starting his lap note and makes his way down into the source. Let's see if he'll actually come out behind anybody. No, he has got a clean track up ahead of him, and like on his last lap.
Yep, indeed.
But it claimed to be more of a benefit on his last lap rather than having nobody at all in front of him. Of course, he was up by nearly 2 times in the first sector, but lost all that time. Of course, the first sector time you see at the bottom is based off his actual pole time, and he's up again, this time by half a tenth, as he makes his way from Almadina down into the Brussels hairpin. Of course, the second sector is where he lost time on the last run. I should imagine he lost about a tenth or 2, maybe. I'd say about 2 tenths, actually. As Parrish makes his way down into the Pouon section of the track. Looks like a similar line to what he took on his first run. And up to Lafagna. Through the right-hander, then into the left-hander. As you see the second sector time appears at the bottom. Let's see if Parrish can beat it.
Just me, or am I seeing a train of cars around the beginning of the middle sector, right at the hairpin? Not on the source one.
Yeah, I do see that. It looks like Parrish was in
there is. There's like 4 cars.
The DRS
I literally just spot that.
It's like Monza qualifying, but at Spa. Yeah, so Parrish wasn't improving at the end of the second sector there, so it looks like he's not going to improve on his lap overall, and I don't think he will. No, he doesn't.
At least it was better than his last run.
Yeah, I think he was actually pretty close to what his last time was. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was a bit of temp down on the on his first lap there in the second sector, so he definitely improved. Nordberg up to the line doesn't improve. Volker's starting a lap. A couple of guys are starting a lap here.
On this trainer,
That's
because
Grosjean
yeah,
is one of them.
obviously
So is
Sahin and
Glazebrook.
Ionescu's laps are ruined anyway.
Oh, this could be bad.
Well, it's already bad for both Sahin and Ionescu. Would it be bad for Kloss? I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
No, Peterson. He's not improving at the moment. Not going to
Doesn't he?
improve.
Anderson's improving. He's
Where can he
20th
go?
and goes only
Yes.
17th.
Yep, 17th. For him, Roberto Gamba at the moment in 13th. Can he improve? No, he can't. Nguyen couldn't improve. Branek, he goes second.
Baranek knocks Peterson off the front row and off that
Macho,
golden spot, especially here at
he
Spa.
goes
Macho,
13th.
13th for Macho. And Greenwood doesn't improve. He's lost a lot of time there. He's probably made a mistake somewhere because he didn't have nobody in front of him.
He must have made a mistake, or what happened
Or is
here?
he just genuinely slow? Maybe.
Not so sure. We need to see his first sector. Oh yeah, he didn't make a mistake.
Yeah, there at Rouge, yeah, coming into Radion, he got a snap of oversteer look. Oh,
And he
wow.
yeah, he lost the rear.
Good save there from David Greenwood. That could have been bad, especially with cars making their way behind him as well.
Yeah.
Got
I don't think
in the exit.
I don't think it affected Fraser's lap, but we don't know if he improved.
Yeah, Fraser was a long way behind Greenwood when that happened.
He
And
did
Fraser
improve,
actually did
but he
improve to
still
stay
lost.
last.
Boba goes fourth.
Bobo. And that is Fraser's actually his worst nightmare right there. Bobo going up into fourth
Yep.
as
Will
Will
Neller.
Neller. Neller coming up to the line. It's P18 only for Will Neller.
Yep.
And a
Roman
couple of guys
Quag.
improving at the end of the laps. Through the bus stop chicane goes Roman Quag. Number 13 on the side. He's currently sat on the back row at the minute alongside Fraser. Can he get himself off that back row? And no, he can't. He stays in P21 but does improve by a few temps.
Volker,
who's sat in 17th.
can he improve? Yes, he goes 11th.
P11. Fakhrizadeh is not improving.
If he doesn't improve, Frazan, he's improving at the moment. He goes 9th.
He goes
Glazebrook,
P9.
he doesn't improve.
Lost time there, and Kloss goes 12th. I think that may have been it.
Yep.
Yep, looks like it was.
Like it. Yeah, it could be the last runs for some drivers.
Yeah, depending on what time they get back to the pits, of course, and what time they get out of there again. Maybe we could see some drivers come out with less than a minute to go. It can be like that sometimes.
Could come some drivers who have time to do another lap.
Yeah. Presume Will Parrish is already getting ready to go back out again, even though some drivers are actually on the track.
Yeah, still at the moment
Actually,
he's gotten pole for now.
He's still in the pits at the minute though.
Yeah, still
Maybe
in the
he
pits.
doesn't want to go out first on this run.
Would seem like
As
that.
if he does go
Thomas
out.
said he didn't actually go out. So I believe Tomaselli could go out on track first.
Yeah. Sometimes when that happens, of course, the AI sometimes that happens where the AI doesn't actually go back out for a third run. Sometimes.
Yeah,
It's quite rare. Some guys have still not made it back yet, and it looks like Will Parrish is
getting
ready. Yep. Dashboard goes up. Where's a tablet, I guess you could say, the car monitor. the jacks come off, and Will Parrish is quickly out of the pit stall and out onto the track, and he will make it in time around for a last run, for a last effort to improve his pole lap.
Anderson will have life for another run.
Looks like there may only be a select few here that will get back out. So there's only 2 cars out at the minute with
Nordberg
maybe. I don't. It might be a push for Tomaselli.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a push for Tomaselli here. Actually, no, he's going to get held. He's going to get held, and that will surely be it.
Well, Greenwood would just about make it. I don't know about Tomaselli.
I don't know. He might make it. He's 145.
Well, he does definitely confirm Fraser starting last. Well, not last, because he'll be second last because of Glazebrook, who has the penalty.
And he's currently sat down in P13. Dominic Clark up to 20th. Tomaselli might just get there. Of course, remember the pit exit at Spa, you actually cut the source and gain about a second or two. Well, not well, that's a bit over exaggerated, but about a second on your competitors in the race when you're trying to undercut them or overcut them. So Tomaselli might just make it. We know Will Parrish will definitely make it.
Indeed.
Yeah, unless I suspected some drivers are actually going out with less than a minute left on the clock. And of course, with this being the last run rule, you can take us through the lap.
Yep, as it goes for the rest of the game. Right now, he's going through the start finish straight, and he's gonna start his lap. Now going into La Sauce in turn 1. Nice and easy. Won't get traffic in the way. We'll do the same for Julius Anderson. Behind him, as now we go for Air Rouge, now Radion. Now we go for the Camo Straight. We'll see what he can do in the first sector. As he gets by, and he is down by over a tenth at the moment. Checker flag is out. I don't know if Tomaselli did make it. We will find out later on. And goes on straight. And he's going into pull on now. And in the next 2 corners he goes for, and before he gets into the middle sector, he's going for Canvas, now getting into Stavolo, and he's half a second down, he's losing more time. It doesn't look like he's going to improve on his time. At the moment he is on provisional pole. We'll see if anyone else can snatch it away from him.
Yeah, it's still looking good for Parrish, of course, but I don't remember who it was at Hockenheim. I think it was actually Flo that was on pole for the entire session, but got beat on the last run. So let's see what happens here. Will Parrish, obviously, we know is not going to improve.
Anderson's on a good lap. He's 7th.
He goes P7.
Yeah.
And Norberg is not improving. Looks like he's going to be P19 for tomorrow, of course, because of Glazebrook's penalty. There could have been an improvement in the last sector. We'll see here as he runs up to the line. And no, there won't be an improvement for Norberg of P19 for tomorrow.
Greenwood. He's not improving at the moment. He actually did make it. I think Tomaselli also made it.
Tomaselli made it as well.
Yeah, they both didn't improve
anyway.
And that's it.
And I think that was it.
Parrish takes pole.
So we was talking about him earlier, getting good 1 lap speed, and the pole at Istanbul became claimed a second pole this season here at Spa. It's Will Parrish on pole by a tenth over Christoph Beranek in second, Johan Peterson in third, and Victor Bobo in fourth.
Yeah, we have Adam Wolf in 5th, David Greenwood in 6th, Julius Anderson in 7th, Rifty Farquharson in 8th.
9th we have championship contender Halil Shaheen. 10th is Archie Rajan running at the top 10. Robbie Ionescu starts 11th with Florian Volker starting 12th.
13th, we have Burgess Cross. 14th, we have Homini Green because Glazebrook qualifies 14th, but he will start at the back of the grid. So Homini Green will start 14th. Alessandro Tomaselli in 15th. Michael Modron 16th.
Roberto Gamba in 17th. Wilnella will start in 18th. Nordberg will start in 19th. And Quark will start in P20.
Daniel Fraser, championship leader, will start in 21st place. He has a lot of work to do if he wants to extend this championship lead. And Oliver Glazebrook, with that 10th place grid penalty, will start in last place.
Yep, so there was qualifying for the Spa round of the DTM season year, penultimate round. And of course, the championship leader, Daniel Fraser, will start in P21 tomorrow, has his work cut out for him. I've been Jamie Griffiths.
I've been Rahul Patel.
And we'll join you for another twist in the tail of the DTM Championship here tomorrow at Spa-Francorchamps, at the same time as today, 7 p.m. And until then, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.